Hello, fellow travelers. How do you like the new normal? These are what my wife makes now, and there's apparently a pretty good demand for them. I actually, had a nice custom job here. So this is legitimately what I wear if I happen to leave home. And since I am home, I don't need to be wearing it. So if I can figure out how to undo this with one hand, I'll take the dang thing off. That's better. Well, it's Monday evening, and we're in the middle of, I guess it's week 3, or maybe it's week 4. I've even lost track of what week it is. I, you know, when I think about this, I sort of relate it to summer break. But the main difference is, at least with summer break, we know when it starts and we know when it's going to end. And the situation we have right here now, we don't know when it's going to end. And so we plot on day after day and see how well we can do functioning alone. And in most cases, that's what it's like in my house. My wife and I are here. We did spend quite a bit of time outside in our yard today. She worked in our garden, and I worked cleaning up leaves in our flower beds and around our house and getting a lot of that stuff burned, and did weed eating, and I need to figure out how to charge the battery on my tractor so I can mow probably tomorrow if it doesn't rain. But just your average everyday weekend after school stuff that I would be doing, that I'm actually doing at noon or 1 o'clock on a Monday like I did today. So it's not normal. But that's what we're faced with. The all the reports, and I do watch the news every night. Watch it actually in the morning when I get up, the Today Show, and then I watch the news in the evening, and both local and national. So I do pay attention to what is going on and what we're being recommended to do. And the recommendation of wearing these face masks just came out over the weekend. And actually, my wife and I, we delivered a bunch of face masks up to the Quad Cities this weekend, because one of our my sister-in-law needed some for her work. And so we took some up there, and we have delivered face masks to Texas today. My wife took a bunch to mail out to Florida because one of our former students works down there. And actually, my mom's cousin lives down there as well. And so I shouldn't say we, Linda has made the face mask, and they're getting delivered to medical workers and others such as that. Erin Humes, or Erin Olson, as some of you may know her, stopped by our house today, and my wife told her that if they get to the point where they have to wear a face mask at the Knox County Health Department, which she said they probably will have to do pretty soon, that my wife will donate a bunch to them as well. So the whole coronavirus adjustment continues to take place. And in fact, we were up in the Quad Cities, as I said, this past weekend, and we stopped at Lowe's and Menards and picked up some supplies to put in the yard. Like, I planted some trees this past weekend, and we worked in our garden, and I planted some flowers where we're going to do some landscaping out in front of our addition. And so I stopped at those places today, this past Saturday, and had to wear one of these. Not because they require it, but because, well, you never know. And you walk into a place like Lowe's, and you see up in the Quad Cities a few people, employees and shoppers, wearing face masks, but you don't see to me, nearly enough. And I think that if we have to go to a local grocery store or go to a Menards or a Lowe's in Galesburg, I'm probably going to be wearing this all the time now. We still have not been to Walmart, although we always hear all these horror stories out of it. Actually, with Dollar General just down the street from us, literally, if I need a little bit of groceries, which would be like bread or eggs or a gallon of milk, I'll probably just go there anymore because I'm not really spending a lot of time and a lot of money and stuff picking up a large cart full of groceries or necessities. And so it's been a good deal to have a Dollar General here in Alexis because we do actually can and do shop there just to get us by so that we aren't doing a lot of, out and about. Now, yeah, I know that in Warren County, we haven't had a COVID case yet, thankfully. Mercer has had a couple of them, and we'll just have to, wait and see how that progresses. But I guess from what I understand from the governor's office and other officials, we haven't hit the peak here in Illinois. And so I guess I'm just still waiting for the other foot to drop on us because it sure seems like it's bad already. Obviously, we don't see each other. Students and I have had no face-to-face contact since our last day of school back in, I guess it was mid-March. I have, and I really, really do appreciate the fact that you guys have emailed me. Some of the emails have been interesting. Some of them have been humorous. I think Caden Hayburns was one of the best that early on he said to keep these videos coming because he needs the entertainment. And then I responded back to him by saying something along the lines of, boy, your life must be boring if you think this is entertaining. But I do enjoy getting the emails from you guys. I did attempt this weekend to send out homework. Apparently, some people got it and some people didn't. I really did send out various emails, one for second and fifth hours, one for third, one for fourth, and one for seventh. Now, I've heard back from people in the seventh hour class. I've heard back from some people in the second and fifth hour class who say they didn't get the email. And so I'm not sure exactly what has gone on with the emails and the assignments I sent. But for those in my second and fifth hour classes, you should have 2 weeks worth of homework, which consists of 5 written assignments. If you do not get those, email me, let me know, and I'll forward a new assignment to you. Third hour class also has 2 weeks of literature assignments, and my fourth and seventh hour classes each have 1 week of grammar assignments. And people have sent me messages asking, how do we get them to you? I don't care. If you want to print them and fill them out and write them, that's fine. You can either drop them off at the school or you can drop them off at my house here. It's no big deal. Just stick them in the front door, and I'll get them. If you don't or can't see me during the time you come by, you can email anything. I don't care how I get them. It's just I'd like to get them. At some point, I'll actually sit down and read and grade it all. So, Caitlin Hennepin, I've got yours today. So, thank you for getting it done, and I will start getting to it at some point. It's not like I'm swamped, because I'm not. I'm actually getting kind of bored because this is not the normal routine. And the fact is that this is not a normal routine. But I realize that normal changes. And there's going to be a lot of new normals for us over the next few months, over the next few years, that totally out of our control. And the idea that we're going back at the end of this month is totally out of our control. Originally, weren't we supposed to be back today? And we know that we've got 3 more weeks of being gone. And frankly, I'm not real confident we are going to go back right at the beginning of May. We'll just have to see. It's not Amy's fault. It's not Jeff's fault. It's not my fault. It's not your fault. It's totally out of our control. And so just realize that what is normal yesterday is not normal today. And what is normal today probably will not be normal tomorrow. So I'm just hoping to get by. I am healthy. I am feeling well again. I am exuberant. But again, not seeing you guys has an effect. I just got to figure out how to adjust my normal to make it seem like normal again. All right, so enough of that. Enough of this. I hope you guys have a good week. If you've got questions, don't hesitate. You can always call. You can always email. I'm available to students every day between 10 and noon. Okay? Maybe not so much on Saturday or Sunday, but certainly Monday through Friday. I'll literally just sit right here in the attic, and I'll be available from 10 to noon if you guys need any help, need any questions answered, or you just want to talk. Okay? So I'll see you later. Who knows when I'll get back to doing this again, but I need to try to make it a little regular so you guys do know that I'm still alive, but I'd like to know that you're still alive as well. I'll see you.